Well, hello everyone. Rhonda Boyle here with rhondaboyle.com. So glad you're joining me. Today, I'm sharing information about how to grow and develop the StrengthsFinder talent theme of learner. Learner. So people high in learner love to learn. How about that? They do. They love to learn. And it's the process of learning that they love. They don't mind being ignorant because then guess what? They get to learn. So they're not always after the end. They're just really pick up on learning whatever comes in front of them and strikes their fancy in the moment oftentimes. Guess what? It's a very common talent. Over 28% of people who have taken the StrengthsFinder assessment, which is nearly 17 million at the time of this recording, have learner in their top 5. So that's a lot. So here are some ways to grow and develop your learner talent into strength. Number 1, schedule learning. As a learner, you are prone to clicking the link and falling down the rabbit hole and coming out looking drunk 3 hours later because you've been learning, right? So here's how you can be a more effective learner. Schedule your learning time, right? You are a lifelong learner and you just need to respect that and reserve time in order for you to actually do your learning. And I'm going to suggest to you that most of the clients that I work with need 2 to 3 hours a day. So you can see why scheduling it can help you be more effective, right? So tip number 2, pursue degrees and certifications. Now, because you're thirsty for knowledge, you acquire a whole lot of it. And you might consider pursuing something formal, some type of formal degree or certification, or finish your education in some way. And it'll allow you to be recognized as the expert that you are in certain topics that you have dug into more intently and deeply over the years. So consider wrapping up some of this learning that you've done into put a little pretty bow on it and get certified in some way. Now, tip number 3, diversify your learning experiences. Now, your learner talent probably soaks in information in a preferred channel, a preferred way. Now, you can, for fun and to shake it up, is to mix up your ways of learning. So take a video class, for example, or if you're studying Impressionist art, go take a trip to a museum or attend a show so that you can have a different look at the experience. Gives you another dimension to your learning, right? So here we go. Tip number 4, write about what you know. Because you're such a treasure chest of knowledge, the trouble is getting all that knowledge now back out into the world, right? So find ways to write formally about what you learn. If you study a certain topic, maybe you have an article published in a magazine or on a web page or blog about that, what you know about that topic, okay? Notes and journals are good, of course, tap into those, but consider writing articles for publication, curriculum for the classroom, or maybe even write a book about some of the things that you know, because we need to know what you know. Tip number 5, teach what you know. This is another way for you to exercise your learner talent, is to take what you know and teach it to someone else. Please share it with others through teaching. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go back to school and get a teaching certificate. You can teach in lots of ways, in a variety of spaces, right? You can teach in your civic community. You can teach in your faith community. You could become an adjunct professor at a local college, community college. There's lots of different ways that you can teach what you know to other people, and I'd encourage you to do that. Tip number 6, lead others through change. because you are a fast learner and you soak it all in, you can help other people, educate other people when change comes. So if you have a transition in your family life, for example, do the research and the background on whatever the struggle is. Maybe someone's ill and you start doing quick learning about a certain malady, or maybe you are, any type of thing that you learn, that you have any change that you have going on, you can actually lead people through that change through going out and learning and then sharing that information. So there you go. Tip number 7, reading on the go. I probably don't need to suggest this, but I'm going to just in case, because reading is your thing. So in order to increase your opportunities for reading, be sure to have about 5 books going at one time, tucked in various places in your home, in your car, at work, so that you can snatch those few minutes a day to read. Reading gives you energy. It's a way for you to recharge your batteries. So any spare moment that you have, in addition to scheduling, which was tip number 1, be sure to take advantage of by having books and things, fresh things for you to learn available at all times. So there you have it. Some ways to grow and develop your learner talent. And I'll go over them real quickly again. Number 1, schedule your learning time. Number 2, pursue degrees and certifications. Number 3, diversify your learning experiences. Number 4, write about what you learn. Number 5, teach what you know. Number 6, lead others through change with your information. And number 7, make sure that you read on the go. Thanks for joining me. This is Rhonda Boyle, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye-bye.